Yo, welcome to another exciting edition of the Beatcast. What is the Beatcast, you ask? Well, that's a really good question. I understand why you would ask something like that. Look, the Beatcast is a bi-weekly sample challenge where a member of the community, which is a vast and worldwide community, picks a sample out of their collection. Maybe they go to their favorite record store. They pull a sample. They pull a record. They take a sample off of that record. They throw it up on the internet at thebeatcast.com. And the world goes to collect that sample. Once you get it, you can make a beat out of it using any equipment you want. You have 1 week. Once that week is up, you post it on that Sunday at midnight. You have 24 hours. And you also put it on our website. And that comes to us. That's very important. Remember, put it on your website, then post it on your Instagram with the hashtag #TheBeatcast. And then once you've done that, we all enjoy the music. We take a listen. They get reposted on the old grams there. And then we come together here with special guests and the cast right here, the Beatcast, and we discuss those beats. We talk about current events. We usually have a really cool guest come in and we chit-chat. But neither here nor there. How the hell are you guys?
Great. You forgot to mention the crazy off-camera chatter we have.
Off-camera chatter? Yeah, there's a lot of off-camera chat as well. I think a second before we started, we were discussing OnlyFans.
Yes.
And if we would have one, if we could keep our face out of it. Mm-hmm.
Beatcast Collective OnlyFans.
Coming soon. Yeah. You just got to go to @kaka.
We're just looking for new ways to monetize the show, guys.
Right. It's tough out here. We're trying to make it. Kaka, OnlyFans. So the bird pops up. OnlyFans. OnlyFans. Anyways, how you guys doing? You doing well? Everything all right?
Doing good, brother, man. Doing good.
Good.
Can't complain. How about you guys?
Yeah, doing well. Jumped on the Major Vibes sample challenge for the first time. Shout out to Major Vibes.
How was that?
Yeah, I saw that.
It was cool. I've been wanting to do that. He's always, Major Vibes always supports us, and I've been wanting to do that. And they picked a great record, that Marcos Valley album.
Yeah,
love that cover.
Yeah, that's a great record all the way through. I mean, just a great listen. I almost picked it for the sample challenge before. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is perfect. I have time this week. Got to jump on. But yeah.
You're like, I got time today.
I did. I had time on Friday and knocked it out real quick. Shout out to everyone in the chat. What is that? Tigray, Leo's in the house.
Yeah, if you're in the chat, let us know. Say something, by all means. The chat pops up right up here, up at the top. So whenever you say something, you'll see it. Man, I've been doing this renovation. I was ripping out a bathroom. Nothing, not related to music at all, other than the fact that music was on in the background. But
I ripped out the bathroom at least once a day.
Yeah.
What music was playing?
It's real work.
I think it was Depeche Mode was going, I believe. Yeah.
Really?
It was like some 80s alternative.
Did you have on a pair of tight jeans and no shirt on?
Of course, dude. And because I didn't have a mullet,
sledgehammer.
I had a sledgehammer. Playing sledgehammer. Sledgehammer.
Some good
that's what I'm doing.
Way.
Yeah. You know how it is.
It's up to Messy, Soft Cannibal in the chat there. What's up, guys?
What's up, fellas? So what are you doing to the bathroom?
So the whole thing had to go. So it was just everything in there is from back when that music was current, basically. So basically, the bathroom's I know this jam. I'm like, yeah, I know. But
are you gonna pull everything down and put just a Are you gonna still put a bathtub in there, or is there no bathtub?
The tub is gotta stay. That's too much. All that's gonna stay. But the sink, that whole vanity thing, and the toilet is out of there. I'm gonna repaint it, put all new stuff in.
You gonna get a bidet?
Oh, dude, I have a bidet now. Let me tell you something.
I know. Yeah. So I'm asking. Are you gonna get it? Are you gonna get one a built-in?
Built-in?
No, yeah,
those things are too expensive. With the built-in ones, that's $1,000. I don't want to pay that much for anything.
You got it, man. You got it. Come on.
All right, I'll do it.
Just for your money. Come on.
And that's why we have an OnlyFans. No,
that's where the camera is.
It's funny. Did we talk about the bidet on here before, or was that off camera?
Season 1.
I feel like
We did?
It was the other show, but we did talk off camera.
Dude, somebody brought up the best point ever. They were like, it's kind of disgusting that most Americans don't use a bidet. Like, if you think about it,
yeah.
Imagine eating barbecue chips. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
and then you're like, oh, I got barbecue chips all over my mouth. And someone hands you a dry napkin to get it off. Do you think after you use a dry napkin to clean off that barbecue chips, you still don't smell like barbecue chips?
You got to change that to flaming hot. It makes it so much better with flaming hot.
More current too, yeah. Oh shit, that's funny.
Shout out to Ellen in the chat. How are you? Hope everything is well. I saw Ellen. She was at the in Seattle at the Thundercat concert. That's pretty awesome. Nice. Let us know how that is. I've been wanting to check him out. Thundercat was featured on the new Domi and JD Beck album, and it's an amazing song. So if you guys are Thundercat fans, he's a great bass player, and that Domi and JD Beck album is super fire. Check it out. Al, let's see that shirt. Is that one of the new shirts?
Oh, this is the one that RTC was wearing before.
Any update on the t-shirt designs?
Yeah, you just reminded me when you brought up Ellen, because I do believe, yes, this is kind of cool actually.
The design's got to be in today, huh? Right?
Yeah.
Or tomorrow?
Today.
Oh shit! Mark Chai's in the house. Got Mark Chai joining us. I haven't seen him in a while.
Mark.
So it looks like we have a tie for because it's the design with the most thumbs up. So like any other things.
Oh
yeah, and there was some people that were like, they would put like
a fire emoji.
A fire emoji with a thumbs up, but it's how many thumbs up, how many ever thumbs up you get, and I like this
right now.
If you vote now, it may be a tiebreaker depending on what you vote for. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool if we go for a
this
tie.
Is you know what, I like this doing it this way in the Discord, because we did the same thing at a previous job I had, and because they was picking the name for one of the vehicles, and I was like, whoever had the most, because it allowed everybody to still kind of vote for other ones as well.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Look at this.
What do you guys think of the t-shirt designs? Ellen's was cool. That
Ellen's is dope.
Jake Akery, yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, it was hard to choose, man, with these.
So it looks like
Agent Chopped
8 thumbs up. Yeah, let's pull up everybody's. Take a look real quick.
Don't count mine. I was just trying to get the ball rolling.
Like a little robot.
Right on.
Be like a new mascot.
Yeah, this reminds me of something like the Angry AI would be. Speaking of which, we still haven't heard from the Angry AI. Where's he at? Is he dead? He might be dead. And then we have, this was actually kind of cool. This reminded me of Mixwell a lot, honestly.
I like that one probably the most.
Yeah, it's clean.
It looks really good on a hoodie.
The only thing with I would think that's something on my shirt. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I want the to be bigger.
Yeah. I'm not a designer.
You did good, though. This is cool, too.
No, you didn't. You didn't do good. You didn't do anything right.
Sound by design.
Here goes Ellen's. This is one of the winners. Ellen wins.
Nice.
Very cool. This seems like what her post would be like about the show. She's got the drink there. She did one of those things once.
Yeah, T Gray. Only thumbs up. So.
Yeah. Only.
Now we need one with a bidet logo on it.
Yeah, dude. We need a bidet. A hawk on a toilet.
That's the one.
Yeah.
When I was younger, my pops told me there's no reason if you're at home that your ass should not be clean.
That's true. Yeah.
So Al, he can make the Beatcast one word. I reached out to him. I was like,
"Oh, this
it's one word." Yeah. So he's like, "Yeah, no problem."
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, so congratulations to Ellen, and congratulations to was that Felix that did those?
No, Agent Chops. His name's
Chops.
Jake Akery. Shout out to Jake. He jumped on. He's out of tattoo artist in Portland. So if you're in Portland, hit him up. Gold Sparrow Tattoo.
Very cool. Yeah, so we're gonna get those put on a shirt, and I guess we could hit them up too about like trying to dial it in, and then every sale that we get from that, you'll have your own space in the store. You could just send that link out, and whoever purchases those, every purchase will just cut you in on half of the profits. Now, the profits aren't major when you're using. We go through Printful, and they pretty much eat up the whole cost, but there is a little bit of profit margin there, so it will half that with you. So congratulations to you guys.
You get some straws and some napkins and a handful of ketchup and soy sauce.
Exactly. We cut you in half, and then like there's a convenience fee that eats up that half. Like we're gonna do that convenience fee.
It's like a Ticketmaster type situation,
Exactly.
What'd you guys think of the sample? Bree, that was Bree's pick. A live performance, Bree.
Yeah, man. When I heard it, I was like, at first, because I was picking another one, I had 3 of them that I had loaded up, and one of them, it sounded too staticky. Mm-hmm. The record is not a great record, so I was like, some cats may dig that, some may not. They may, annoy somebody. So I wasn't sure what to do with it. And then the live one came up, and I was like, that's great, happy medium, where it's like working with what you got. So I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I thought the live was cool because there's a few other elements you can mess around with too.
Exactly. Variety.
Yeah, the audience threw me off right out the gate. I was like, oh shit, okay. But I can see how people could use that in it.
Yeah. See, because we have not had anything with any audiences in it.
Yeah,
true. We've had like choruses, but no audience. So I was like, that'd be a good introduction.
It ended up being really
a few
good.
People I wanted to hear actually use the audience. I was like, this may be something good.
I think I used the audience in the beginning on mine.
I liked yours. That shit was nice.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I try.
As a matter of fact, yours inspired me to not have any break. Just play the whole thing straight through. Goddamn gnats! I got plants down here now.
Did the gnats know it? They're gnats. Yes, you do. They're all
going to town.
Yeah, sample was tight. I actually ended up liking how, ultimately once it got, put a little processing on it, how it came out. Because it was like, it's just piano basically, that you're
right.
Yeah, there's so much you could do with piano. So piano stabs and stuff like that. So yeah.
At that point, it's just like, what else can I add to this to like really? I found like I think a conga or something like that I was able to put in that sounded exactly like something that they had in it, like some kind of a sound that was in it. It was able to build it out with that, adding some other stuff, but that was fun.
That's what sound design.
I liked everyone's drums. I liked your drums. I liked everyone's drum selection. We were gonna have that because there was none in the sample, so I like that.
So some quick housekeeping. Quickly, shout out to Heavy Mids for going and grabbing everyone's video.
Yes.
Remember, you have to submit it to our website in order for us to get it, and then post it to your Instagram using the hashtag the Beatcast. But every time we do these, Heavy Mids will go grab those and create the recap video that you can listen to, and it kind of functions like a playlist on our YouTube. And you can get to our YouTube from our website. If you're there, by the way, if you're watching this, if you can, subscribe to our YouTube because we're trying to get past that threshold so we can have a unique URL. And on that note, so watching the Twitch here, we don't ask for money and directly at all for doing this. I mean, sure, things cost money, but we only operate this whole thing off of like the love of doing it and your direct support through either subscribing here at Twitch. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, by all means, feel free to do that. We have a goal up. You'll see at the bottom of the screen down there. And if we reach that goal of 10 new subs during the interview portion, then we'll play all the beats that were submitted. But for the sake of time, we usually play a random selection of 10 or so beats from the week outside of the ones that we each individually wanted to highlight that we kind of dug from the week. And they're played completely at random. But if we hit this goal here, the sub goal, then we'll play them all. Remember, if you have a Amazon Prime subscription, then you already have a subscription to this. You can just sign in with your Amazon Prime and get it. They take that $5 anyways. Every month with your Prime subscription, it just goes to Jeff Bezos. So instead of giving him more money, send it to the Beatcast. So it's the same shit. With that one, you have to redo it manually every month. If you subscribe outside of that with your card, then I think it's automatically done. And you get all the cool emojis and ad-free viewing, so you won't be interrupted by ads and all that cool shit. So there's that. Hey, it's already happening. There we go. Thank you, GG Jason. We appreciate you. Unless that was Ellen.
It was
Ellen gifted
gift,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
The way it shows up on my end, I have to look at a separate thing to find that. So outside of all that, you guys want to get into talking to our very special guest?
Yes. Let's jump into it.
Okay. I guess I'll pull you out for a second, RTC, and then I'll pull you back in just one moment. Alrighty. So this guy, we know this guy, we love this guy, friend of the show. Awesome guy, like an amazing music producer for one.
Yes.
Actually, I'll pull RTC back in for a second. And even outside of that, just like a super cool cat. You know what I mean? Just like one of the nicest, most supportive dudes. Like pretty much a mentor to like so many people out there. You know what I mean? Like how many people this cat, he's taught me a bunch of stuff just by watching his videos. He's huge on YouTube as well. But let's take a moment real quick. Check out some of his work here. Hell yeah, dude. The man is amazing. You gotta love him. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for none other than Accurate Beats.
Great.
Hi.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Doing great. Can't complain.
Good.
And it's awesome to be back here with you guys again. Feels good.
Man. It was fun chatting with you last time. For those who don't know,
it's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been at least a year, right?
Yeah. That was in February of 2021. So for sure.
Coming up on a year. If you guys want to check that one out, you can see that interview during the Sunday School Beats portion. That was season 1. And you can find that at youtube.com/Sunday School Beats. And you'll see Accurate's interview there. So a lot has gone on since we had you on last. You're building out a studio space now, am I right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm realizing that I'm kind of making that sound bigger than it is because it's huge for me as a person, but the room itself isn't that big, and it's not that big of a deal really. It's not building a professional studio and just moving into a rehearsal space with other people, and I have my own little dedicated space that's not my home.
I see.
Which is huge and cool for me, but it's not. Yeah, I kind of make it sound like I'm building a studio, like a house, and that's not really what's up.
It's like you're like I'm building a false floor and running water to it. And the whole
That's not what I'm doing. Definitely not. But it's still a huge step for me, and it feels important and cool and fun, and I'm super excited. And yeah, that's gonna be great. But it's not like a facility, you know.
I gotcha. That's still cool though.
The gravity of like any type of renovation, and the idea that you're looking forward to what you're going to be able to do in that space. You know, that's like it's a journey. So thanks for taking us along on the journey, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it feels like I'm at this point where I'm kind of forced to move out of my home because it's just been too much. And to have a dedicated space to work on all the creative stuff just feels like that could be the next step for me to become even more like professional or take myself seriously, basically.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
That is pretty major.
It could also backfire and become something that's necessarily not only good for me, but I gotta give myself this chance or this opportunity just because.
Yeah. But that's dope though, man. Like I said, it's the journey.
It is.
And being able to take a look at it and get that fourth wall removed and be a part of it. That's dope.
And in terms of square feet, it's twice the size of my home studio, so it's going to be bigger.
But it's
nice. yeah.
Are you doing like the whole 9 yards? Are you doing the sound proofing and everything?
To some extent, yeah. I'm doing a thing with Tommen, the German reseller of stuff, music store. I'm getting some acoustic material from them to
nice.
give a little bit of acoustic treatment to it. It's not going to become, I'm not going to be able to record like a full rock band or anything in there. It's for me. It's for beats. So
nice.
But it's going to sound better than this room sounds in terms of talking to the mic and having the room kind of sounding better. So yeah, I'm doing a little bit of that too.
That's cool.
Nice.
That is like something you said there too, is like giving yourself the chance to do that. That's something that a lot of there's a lesson in that for a lot of other musicians, myself included, that if it's sort of like separating, to use like a dated cliche term, like the mice from the men, basically, like whenever you're taking yourself seriously enough to invest in your own art and to go that extra step. I did notice too, over the years, you would have to, if you brought in a new piece of equipment, you'd have to move other equipment out. So then having this space to have it kind of all ready to go will be really cool.
Yeah. And I mean, since a big part of what I do was videos for YouTube, I can't stress enough how much of a hassle it is sometimes to set something up to be ready to like cover something new. I have to basically move everything around in this room to get something looking decent. And in this case, I can just have a space where things are set up and I don't have to like move everything around and just be ready to go.
Yeah.
Which could be beneficial, could also be bad, but I think this will be really good.
Yeah.
To just not have to do all the stuff that I do in here. With all the video lights and all the stuff needs to go back and forth. It's not just fun,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I when I was living in a really small space in downtown Phoenix, and had the privilege to move into a really huge house. And so the house being by myself, I turned the master bedroom into just like my creative space where the music was and where I painted at. So I had so much more room to just roam around. And, sometimes it's a little overwhelming because it's like I could be making beats here and then just decide to start go painting or something.
You could get up and start doing karate. And then
right. There was that much space, man.
Sure. Yeah, you never know.
So much room for activities. So you mentioned YouTube. We should probably, for those that don't know, which I doubt anyone doesn't know, but like if you're watching this and you don't know who Accurate is, can you talk to us a little bit about who you are and what you do, like your work in music and YouTube?
Yeah, I guess this is the spot where I'm supposed to name drop all the cool rappers I've worked with. And I don't have any credits like that.
Yeah.
But I am basically a beat maker. I'm a person who makes beats, and I make videos about beats, about technology, about music tech, and all that stuff. Yeah. I'm kind of trying to avoid the word influencer because it sounds nasty to me, but yeah, I guess that's kind of what I am. But at heart, I'm a music producer. I'm a beat maker, sample-based beats on MPC's machine, on different synthesizers. I do a little bit of scratching too. And I make videos about all this stuff. Some more like inspirational videos that's supposed to just be fun and cool to watch. Some videos that are a little bit more informational and supposed to educate somewhat, I guess. Yeah, a mixture of those things, I guess. But mostly I make beats, just like you guys do.
That is a weird word nowadays, because when you think influencer, people's minds typically go directly to some goofball like holding a camera up to themselves, drinking a latte or something. But you definitely are
taking pictures of everything.
Yeah,
really, some really manicured guy with
and I like to think that I'm not one of those guys, but I don't know. It feels like someone needs to talk about computers and cameras and stuff, and we have all that stuff covered on YouTube since way back. And I do the same thing, but for beat making type of gear. Someone needs to do that too, and it happens to be. I happen to be one.
Happens to be you, and it's so helpful. I've learned so much from you, your YouTube page.
Oh, thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Even before you first joined us on season 1, when I was, heard you were gonna be a guest, I was like, oh, I can't wait. All the equipment you're reviewing. So yeah, you guys in the chat, be sure to check out Accurate's YouTube page. A lot of helpful tutorials, and equipment reviews, comparisons. Pretty cool. Thank you for that, Accurate.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. It's good to hear those things in person too. I get some comments every now and then, but having someone actually telling me that the stuff is valuable is super, super cool. Appreciate that.
You'll see them in the chat too. They're talking about it here, like Messi saying, "I've learned so much from your vids." A lot of people from the community too have reached out, myself included. Like, you definitely are an influencer too, because you've influenced me to get the MPC Live too. And you know, John, technically you're an influencer because you got me to get the SP404. But you know, first thing I did was start watching your videos on that stuff, and you know, like your content is invaluable. But you know, one of the things we were talking about too, we usually will dive into people's origins, and we dived into your origins a little bit last time. We know that you started out rapping, right? Like, you used to be an MC in a group.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And then you had mentioned how you had trouble collaborating, even because during those sessions you were also, sounds like, the producer and engineer as well. But it can be difficult doing work like that with other people who don't necessarily do production and engineering. I can relate, because like, you would put all this time in making a beat, you're engineering the session, and you've written out something that pertains to like maybe the sample you pulled, and then the other cat comes in and he just starts saying just random shit on the song that has nothing to do, barely thought out. But
that is hilarious stuff.
It is hilarious when they do that shit. I've had to take people off of songs that I later released, and they were salty about it. I'm like, because I wrote something like specifically related to the sample, they would come back talking about, you know, braggadocio rap or like cutting someone's head off or some shit. I'm like, delete. But
and that's the thing I never ended up doing. I just made stuff for and with people, and eventually I felt like, my stuff can stand its own ground, you know?
Yeah.
I don't need to work with people if I don't have to. And
right.
when it all comes down to it, I kind of enjoy working with instrumental music just as it is, just as my own expression.
I like that, because I was sitting up thinking about some of the music I play. I play a lot of instrumental jazz, a lot of instrumental fusion and whatnot, in addition to house music and stuff. And I realized how much I didn't need I didn't need lyrics to guide me. I'm lost into the music, and then it gives me my own imagination. So, do you cook?
If I cook,
you know I'm going right. Yeah, do you know how to cook?
Yeah, of course. I cook a lot. Yeah.
See, and that's the thing, because you know what flavors, you can take flavors and be like, garlic, salt, pepper. Yeah. And it's like with music, you can do that with music, and with an instrumental, it's like, you know, somebody just throwing a few ingredients at you, and you can just like turn imagination.
I totally get you. Yeah. And I think that's, I mean, nowadays, like making beats and releasing music as just instrumental hip hop is not unheard of anymore. But when we started the old collective of Move Cut Clone that I used to be a part of up here, or I'm still a part of it, but whatever, it's not really active anymore. That was back in 2012, and back then, like, the beat scene wasn't really a big thing.
Yeah, it was nil.
Sure, it was a thing back in like Los Angeles with all the you know, the lo-fi stuff started out, but over here, no one did hip hop music as instrumentals as it was. And we figured out, a few of us, that the music is definitely good enough as it is. If I spend all this time, as you're saying, Al, when I make the beats, I put a lot of love into it, and a lot of thought and a lot of artistic energy into the music. And if that's good enough to be released as it is, why not just do that, you know?
Yeah.
Because I've always seen myself as, when I stopped rapping and just started working as a producer for other rappers, it felt like I was the producer and they were the rapper, and I was like the second man on the job, even though I put all the work into the beats and all the mixing and stuff.
Yeah.
And it kind of just made sense that, let's not do that anymore. Let's just make the music as it is, because all this love and effort I put into it deserves to be shown as it is. And that's basically what I'm keeping on doing. And sure, I use Scratch on top of my beats most of the times, especially on YouTube, mainly just to finish them off somehow, to give them something extra, just not just the same 4-bar loop over and over and over. But that's also cool. But for me and for YouTube, it feels like, yeah, I need something at the end of the video, and then it's often scratch, but it could be rap or whatever. But to me, it's just what it's become. It's not that I'm really bad at collaborating all the times, but yeah, maybe a little bit.
Interestingly enough, right, to that being said, if you could work with any lyricist, if you could just pick anyone, no holds barred, who would you pick?
Oh, yeah. Okay, then I have like 6 different answers depending on what we're talking about. But I would love to work with someone like Talib Kweli. That would be awesome.
Really? I did not expect that one.
Yeah.
One of my favorite rappers like that. And of course, Evidence. Evidence is one of my favorite rappers of all time.
I appreciate the way he raps. I appreciate that more.
And I like his voice. I think it's his voice more than anything. His sound. I don't care too much about his lyrics, and I don't listen much to lyrics, but his voice and his flow just makes sense to me, and it could work with my beats. But I'm also a big fan of Murs, for instance.
Yep.
All the
living legends.
Yeah, Murs will do. He'll just do more with a beat. Like he'll make more of a song. So
that's where I feel like this artistic kind of thing kind of works.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I have to mention Talib Kweli as one of my top MCs because again with the voice. I'm a big fan of voices more than lyrics necessarily, but I'm also a Swedish guy with not English as my first language.
That makes sense though, because the voice, and this is something that I think a lot of, not to veer off into rap, but like a lot of, like, 'cause I used to MC quite a bit myself. It's like the major portion of what I did, and I would get around people who forgot that their voice is literally now an instrument on the song. Like once you start doing that, you can't just get on there and just. So that's why, like, if you can't do a lot of like for example, a cat like Micah 9, where he has his tonal like presence, but he's one of the most versatile MCs that I've ever heard, where he can like match any beat you give him. He's one of the guys who can truly make it sound good. He can find a way. But there's a lot of, like, for example, certain MCs like Evidence, he has like a certain style, a certain delivery. He's really to the like the boom bap style. You can't just necessarily put him on anything. He'll probably veer towards beats that fit his delivery, his cadence. So,
and to me that's kind of beautiful, because that's the way I like to think about myself too. You can't just tell me to make a trap beat, because I can't. It's not me. It doesn't work like that. And I think it's good to be wide, sure, and have a variety.
Mm-hmm.
That's a word to choose. That's good in one way, but I kind of like to feel, secure in what I do and be confident in this is what I do, and
knowing your lane.
Yeah,
exactly.
Knowing what you do.
That's why I feel like Evidence is such a cool rapper to me, and also Talib Kweli, because you can always hear that it's him. You can always, like, he distinguishes himself in some way. I don't know. I like voices a lot. Mm-hmm. And I'm also a big Action Bronson fan, just because of his, the whole,
very much so. And the thing about Evidence too is Evidence is making very good beats now. I mean, he's always made beats, but a lot of times he'll do entire albums where he does the production for the MC. So he's versatile like that.
I love that. Yeah, there are a bunch of great rappers. I can't name all of them, but
right. I can. That's good. That's not good. So, for 4 hours.
There's also actually one Swedish rapper that I would love to work with, which is probably going to happen soon enough. His name is Prop Dylan. If you don't
know, like I've heard that name before, because last fall, I was really looking at because I realized that I didn't know how to find hip hop in other places. Mm-hmm. Except for record stores or like your Spotify, but I really wanted to find more underground or people who weren't getting attention, or just find a scene somewhere. And ironically enough, I landed in Finland. And
that's bad.
And I was just laughing, like, to myself, looking at all these different places of like, like, damn, because there's not a lot. There's not even enough where you Google just that and somebody pops up,
Sure. And being in the States, I guess that's even more of an issue because of the Google algorithms and stuff.
Oh yeah, if you look at, because you can look at Montana hip hop, but it's just not going to be good. No, it's not going to be. But Wyoming or something.
That's my recommendation to check out Prop Dylan because Prop Dylan. He made a track with Premiere back in the days too, and he raps in English, and you can understand him. It's classic boom bap stuff. A true great MC from Sweden.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
someone mentioned Young Lean in the chat, and he's also Swedish, but not my type of rapper necessarily.
You know what I do dig? I dig being able to use like those other instruments. I bought some today. Some sounds like trap sounds and drill sounds and whatnot. Because like I got comfortable in what you were saying. I got comfortable in my lane and what my sound sounds like. I can't make trap stuff really. I can't make and it's not even like a versatility thing. It's just doesn't come out of me that way. But I like those sounds. Those sounds are really dope sounds, and to be used in my forum, they could be the game changer for something that's dope.
Well, you're in Chicago, so you've got the seed right there too.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. I'm trying to find my old ass out there. These young dudes trying to keep up with them is like
you're gonna be up how late?
right. I gotta park. I gotta pay for parking.
So accurate. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, I'm just trying to say that's two different things. Like having sounds for trap to make something else with, that's still you, and that's still like authentic, whatever. And that's why I use as much stuff as I do in terms of synthesizers and everything. Everything doesn't sound hip hop, but I make it work into my tracks, and I make and I think that's that has a real value to it too, to be able to use whatever.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. That's been the most game changing music to me because like Diggable Planet's second album, it was so far removed from the first album, and then you get all these bassy sounds and whatnot. It's almost like a low end theory because it was just all pure bass through the entire thing, and it wasn't as jazzy. It was more funky, not even fusion. It was just funky all the way through.
Yeah, you were bringing up collaborations with MCs, and what about collaborations with other producers? And maybe if you're not, working on tracks particularly with someone else, but maybe a collaboration in the sense of a release.
Oh, I see where you're going. I see what you're
I don't know what you're talking about. Two answers here. One, collaborating with other producers would be awesome, super fun and super cool. But I haven't really found out how to go about doing that. Like logistically, am I making the drums and you chopping up a sample and I'm adding the bass, or how? Know? So if anyone could just figure out a good way to do that, I would totally be up for it. But so far, when I've tried to do that, I did one thing with a beat maker who's also having a YouTube channel, and it just didn't work out in the end. The track became decent, but we ended up not releasing it because it felt crazy. He did something, I did something, and it didn't work out totally. And it took a lot of time to send files back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
But if there was a really good way of doing that, I would totally be up for it. And the second part of here is to release something together with someone else. Definitely, for sure.
Right on.
I'm totally up for that.
Yes. So speaking of that, you're going to be releasing a release with Marlo Diggs.
We're talking about that. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. All of your beats on one side and Marlo's on another.
That's right.
We're looking forward to that. So be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout. I'm not totally done with my part, but
that's okay.
It's a really, really cool project, and to be able to share a cassette tape with him feels like an honor in a lot of ways, and I think it's really cool. I did that with one of the members in my crew in 2015, I think, He did one side and I did the other one.
Oh, nice.
And it feels cool. It's my product, but it's still his product, and it's still. I think that's a really good way to work of working together, basically.
Especially with you two guys, like you both have such like a large following, and people, you have, it's in the same lane, but you have these two different approaches and two different vibes and two different crowds. I would say that comes together. Like it's going to be such a cool release to have, to where you have one whole side, like your take on music, his whole side, his take on music, and like something you can, just kind of play endlessly. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really cool. And I'm glad that you guys came up with that idea to actually make it happen.
Absolutely.
Accurate also has a track on our Beatcast Volume 1 cassette, so be sure to check that out on the Bandcamp.
You can find our Bandcamp at thebeatcast.com if you want to grab that. The links are down at the bottom.
Thanks for that, by the way, Accurate.
No, don't thank me for that. I'm just glad to be a part of it. Thanks. I wish I could remember which one I sent in, but sure.
I'm not the only one.
You're like, what track did I send?
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
You've mentored like thousands and thousands of people. We talked about that through your YouTube. Just by making the stuff that you make, people follow along, and it's a massive help. But one thing that I always wondered is, who would you say is your mentor?
Do I have to have a mentor?
You don't. It could just be you.
No. In that case, it's me.
Yeah,
for sure.
Self-starter.
But honestly, I have inspirations, and I've listened to a lot of really great producers over the years. But nowadays, I don't listen too much to music at all because it affects me in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But a mentor, I don't know. I don't think I have one. Not in person, at least.
That's what I'm saying. Sure. Like you just yourself, like you're not a direct mentor to be sitting in the room, but they throw in your YouTube videos. I think all of us are of that age too, where like a lot of the stuff that we learned, there was no YouTube, so you just had to kind of like get into it and just do it yourself. But when you're like looking for like, how the hell do I do this? Are you one of those cats that's just in the books? You just figure it out, look through the manual and learn it, digest it?
Very, very rarely. If I need to cover something in a proper way on YouTube and I have a deadline and whatever, I might do a little bit of digging into the manual, but normally, no. Normally, I have a contact at the brand who made the thing, and I can have a little bit of contact.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but I can't go into the details with all the, with a marketing rep like that. It doesn't work. But
you're like, how do you they're like, I don't know.
I can't be like that.
Yeah.
But I can bounce off a few things, and whenever something seems to not work, if I get a product beforehand, before it releases or whatever, I can actually talk to someone about functions and iron out a few things like that. But normally I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but I know my way around music technology by now. Sure, some stuff are different and new and works differently from anything else, but normally there are similarities that takes me kind of far, and then just spending time with something makes me realize how to use it, basically.
Yeah.
And that's the vibe I want to give on the channel too, and that's the value I want to give the audience. It's my take. It's not what says in the manual.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished for sure on that. I mean, recently you have your video about the MPC Key 61.
Yeah, right.
Right. Even the Mark II on the 404, that and the Poly tracker also. I mean, it's like, seems like when you just turn something on, you're able to just kind of navigate your way around these pieces of equipment.
It's not totally true, but to some extent it is, because I've played around with so much technology over the years, so everything becomes second nature, and I learn quickly like that. And I'm that interested in technology. I'm that much of a nerd. So when I dig into something, I'm spending hours to learn something, and then I'm wrapping my head around it, and then I can cover it on YouTube to other people to understand. But it's not like I read the manual from start to end and just learn everything. That's not how I work.
Yeah, I don't think anybody who reads the manual that thoroughly makes quality music.
Right.
I think
that's also something. Yeah.
You know, I think the person who like just dives into it, kind of starts to figure stuff out, figure their own rhythm. They're the ones who you end up finding out. Well, you learn from them that if you do this in this, you can have this sound or this result. They've creatively made the machine do stuff, you know, that it normally does, but it's like people don't think that it does it in within the book or, you know, whatever.
And this takes us back to like the start of MPCs and whatever, because MPCs wasn't made for beat makers to make beats on.
Yeah,
that's not what they were meant for. But people started using them like that. And to me, I mean, I made my first beats on like a tracker on the computer, and after that, in Propeller Heads, the thing that came before Reason did, Rebirth. Super electronic.
I remember Rebirth.
Yeah, it's not meant for hip hop producers, but you can still make beats on them, you know?
Was it it's the program you can chop up stuff. Damn it just fell out of my head.
Recycle.
Not Recycle. Cool Edit wasn't
Cool Edit. Yeah, that's also something.
Yeah, it wasn't originally meant for that, but then, you know, we found it and just started chopping up stuff with it because it was meant for vocals.
Right. And to me, that's kind of cool. And now we're getting stuff that are meant to be. I mean, the SP4 Mark II is definitely a beat maker's machine.
Yeah.
And being a beat maker, and I've used the earlier version a lot before, so everything just makes sense. And some things are new, and some things I have to read in the manual, and I'm putting 1 and 2 together, and it eventually becomes 3, and then I just understand stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
And after a while too, like knowing one workflow starts to like sort of, you know, you could just kind of copy paste from there. Like, well, it probably works like this, you know, it becomes intuitive.
Yeah. And that's where being someone like me becomes kind of fun, because when I got my hands on the circuit rhythm from Novation, it became kind of obvious that this one is cool and it's good, but it's not better than anything else. It does everything that anything else does, but less. You can still move notes back and forth, and you can still sample, and you can chop things up, but it's not unique. And that's I don't know if that might be a problem in the future, that like companies keeps putting out new pieces of gear that doesn't really offer anything new.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's like the it'll be one new little thing that it does with an oscillator or something, and then everything else is just new labels and new knobs to twist.
Yeah. You know, one machine calls moving the note nudge, and another one calls it something else. But it's
the next one's all scooch. You're like scooching over. That would be kind of cool. With the new scooch feature.
The new language.
Yeah.
Scooch feature.
So one of the things I was wondering is like, what's like one lesson that you've learned along the way that like you think everyone should learn at some point in their life during their music career? Like,
this might sound like a cliche, but the older I get, the more I realize that stuff doesn't really matter. In terms of anything.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger and I kind of struggled a lot with music making, I felt like there were a lot of rules. This one needs to go here. This one can't be louder than this.
Yeah.
And this one needs to have a compressor with that setting. And nowadays, I feel like nothing matters anymore, because as long as it sounds good, it is good. So just believe in yourself and do whatever you think is good, because that's good.
Yeah.
Anything that you might learn from people like me or whatever on YouTube, it's not necessarily true for you. It might be like, some sort of basic groundwork to realize or understand something more, but there are no rules to anything.
Right.
And especially when we're talking about like lo-fi beats. I've heard beats that are mixed. It sounds like my daughter mixed them. They sound like crap, but they can still get away with that because it's lo-fi and it's supposed to sound like that. And in one way, that's a fucking joke. But on the other hand, that's what it is. If you want the kick drum to be overwhelming, it can be overwhelming. It doesn't necessarily have to be wrong.
Right. It's good for exploration, for sure.
It is. And I feel like me having this YouTube channel has helped me so much with my own creativity to like lower the threshold and the bar where, for me. So sometimes, like the clip you put out here on this show a couple of minutes ago, to me now it's super repetitive and it's not interesting at all. But when I did it live, it felt cool and it felt good enough to post, and obviously good enough for you guys to include it here.
Yeah.
So even if I second guess myself, I don't really have to, because things are just what they are.
Yeah.
It's art. We can't forget about that. Music is still art. And even if it's just beats or whatever, you still put a lot of love and effort into it. And that's what makes it valuable.
Absolutely.
Not the quality of it necessarily.
Yeah. I think it's good too to put things out because it shows that your trajectory, like where you've come from and where you're going. Like, a lot of people will delete their old shit and do all kinds of weird stuff and just get in their head. And it's like, just let it be,
Just let it be.
Yeah.
And even if my last video on YouTube where I just made a little jam thing on the MPC Key 61, it's not good. It's not my best moment ever. But I'm still proud of having done something on it.
Yeah.
You're taking a journey. You're documenting what you're doing. That's like half the battle. It's not just about the conquering it with a dope beat. It's about, look, how did I make that dope beat?
Exactly. And take like DJ Premier is obviously one of my main inspirations. I would love to hear some of his worst beats. I would love that. To hear some of his catalog stuff that sounds like crap. Just to see his, like, how he develops and what he does. Because whatever we hear on the radio or on playlists or whatever, it's his best work that actually ended up as something. Yeah. It would be really cool to get some insight in the least good stuff too.
Yeah, the cutting room floor stuff. That would be super valuable. Like, because then you could hear, like, okay, so from his ear, this is a flop, but you never really know why too. And that's crazy too, because somebody's flop could be, the thing that you were like, dude, you should have released this. This is amazing. We all have friends that have really good songs that they're like, I'm just messing around with that. I'm usually like, you should put this out,
But that's usually always how it is. It's like, it's the stuff that you don't like, you don't care for that much, when everybody else, they walk in, they want to hear that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, what I think about? I imagine like gangster rappers and trail rappers or whatever, like them, like real street dudes.
Yeah.
They make really weird, obscure stuff that's like Daft Punk meets like I don't know, Portishead or something. Like, they make this really weird stuff that's very different from what they do, and they have to live in this shell of a gangster or a street dude.
Yeah, they can't just do what they want.
They can't do what they want to do.
They really want to make dance music. They just happen to be a gangbanger. And they're like really good too.
Yeah.
So speaking of something that, like, you look back and you're not as happy with after the fact, have you ever been in doing something live on a live stream where you're just like, oh, this ain't going nowhere out. What am I going to do now? Yeah. It's like, what do you do in those situations? Just kind of just run with it?
No, I had this thing last summer. I did a streaming series called 5 Weeks of Beats.
Yeah, I thought I remember. That's kind of why I brought it up. And did you restart it or something? Or yeah, okay.
I had one night where I went live and I made completely crap. Everything sucked. Nothing came out of me that was even decent to keep working on. So I did that stream for, I don't know, 4 hours or something, and nothing happened. Everything just sucked, and I just left it and went back the day after, and made something that sounded good enough to be released.
Which is awesome to see someone like you who's done so much and is professional YouTube on YouTube, to see like, okay, someone, they struggle too, so it's like makes you not feel as bad when you see someone that you look up to is also struggling.
And I mean that was an active choice of me to leave that video up there. It still doesn't have a lot of views, and it shouldn't, because it sucks. But I still think it kind of serves a purpose to be there. to just let you guys know that everyone sucks.
Yeah.
Everyone
because we
sucks
all do.
sometimes.
Everyone sucks sometimes. Yeah.
Have you thought about doing another project like that where you do the whole project live?
I've thought about it, but I decided not to because I don't know. I had a lot of fun, but I don't want to. I don't want to do the same thing over and over. Maybe I'm going to do something like that again, but that would be now during the vacation time or whatever that it works. But I'm also having this studio that I'm trying to repaint.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot of stuff going on, and maybe I'll do something like that again, but maybe not. I don't know. I had a lot of fun, but it was also kind of stressful to always know that next week, because the end goal there was to make an EP out of it, and I did. But that also kind of raises the bar a little bit. That says that this session tonight has to become something.
Right. Yeah.
Which is cool and a great way to like push yourself. But I'm also kind of sensitive. I don't want to push myself too much.
Yeah.
So maybe something like that again. Maybe not. I don't know.
There you go. Well, hey, we're getting close to beat time. You guys want to jump into some beats?
Yes,
Sure.
Let's make it happen.
Listen to some beats. I know a lot of the cats are excited to have you hear their stuff. And to keep it, I think we're at
6 or 7.
Yeah, so 4 more subs. We'll play all the beats. If not, no worries, no big deal. But before we do that, a word from our sponsor.
The Beatcast is brought to you by Mixwell, the turntable and lifestyle brand going strong since 1997. MixwellWorldwide.com. 7th Street Media, digital solutions that connect with consumers. Beat Mecca Phoenix, showcasing and connecting music producers in the Phoenix metro area. BeatMeccaPHX.com. Grand Avenue Records, specializing in 7 and 12-inch vinyl records, CDs, tapes, gifts, collectibles, and more. GrandAvRecords.com.
Alrighty. So we usually will pick one. One of the ones that stood out to me, I'll just go first real quick, was 230, old Leo. I'm hearing like, somebody have the stream going in the background? I don't know if we do. If you can you mute it? But here we go. Dude.
So our 16-year-old little brother Leo.
Yeah. He's like, damn it, I'm 20. I'm 20.
By now, he turned 18 last year.
Yeah.
And Leo, that was bone crushing.
Yeah, I like that one.
Like that
that.
shit.
You know what I liked about that was that it was just completely removed from, the standard hip hop sound that, you expect that would come in here, like, and he goes that route sometimes, but that thing was, it was just keys, that was just piano, the sample, like a live piano, and for him to grab that and turn it into that was pretty cool. So I dug that.
Yeah.
Now, RTC, you picked Paco, right?
Yep, I got Pacos.
Think he writing rhymes?
Write a diss record to that guy in the back for taking his girl.
Fuck Tom Radcliffe. I hate Tom Radcliffe.
Yeah, so we talked about using the live element what Paco did here. He took a live audience piece in there.
That was ominous
dope.
at the end. The
Oh.
Beatcast sees you.
Yeah,
So that
real dope.
white noise thing was a
Was
part of the audience?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I see.
Yeah, got a little audience
that's-
shower stab in there.
Yeah. I like that he did something with that, you know?
That was cool.
Yeah. I didn't understand what the white noise was, but at the end, it made sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Let me see if I'm pulling. This is EXG. That's who you picked, Bree, right?
Yes, sir.
Oddly enough, the video's not showing up. Sorry, we can hear it.
This shit took me back to like it's like some real 97, 98,
Mm-hmm.
96.
It reminds me of like tribes, beat tribes and like that.
Yeah, it really does. I dig that bass that he has going in there.
Yeah, didn't even need a video.
Didn't
Bow
even
to
need
your
it.
Face. Bow to your face.
It's
I
weird
haven't
that the video didn't pop up though.
And I have a weird, a sweet spot for those types of snares.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I think that's like
Kinda itch.
in everybody's boom bap Bible. It's like
Sure, yeah.
you gotta have that snare.
Let me pull in John real quick. So John, you picked Jalinga, but he didn't submit it to the website, and I can't grab it right now, unfortunately. But but guys, please remember, put it into our website if you can, so I can always get it. Am I muted? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
John was muted
Yeah, I
for
can
it.
hear you.
Oh, John
Do
was
I want to
muted.
listen? Nah.
So you ended up picking R.C. Peters, correct?
Yeah, I went with R.C. Peters.
So this one is really good. This is like really good.
This shit is actually terrible. I just picture him like all the pictures he's been posting. They all just like have such a vibe. A dope soundtrack.
Just clean and real listenable.
Absolutely.
You see the water moving? It's all dope.
Nice.
Nice work, RC.
Yes, sir.
Dig that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lately, he's been doing a completely different style because usually EXG will do something like super like smooth, something that you would hear Common on or something. So he's kind of like having a departure from that, which is kind of cool to hear him move into something a little more upbeat, you know?
Yeah, a little bit more sounds, a little bit more like just vibe heavy.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Yo,
Digging that.
Cinco.
Porco Ocho. Studio Ghibli.
You see them?
What?
Clouds over there. Clouds are like dreams floating across the sky blue line.
Dude, this is the shit.
Yeah.
Seiko's good, man.
Oh, very good.
Very good.
I like his beats lately, and I like the Porco Rosso reference there on that Studio Ghibli video. So nice work, man.
Studio
the
Ghibli.
video really worked well with the piano sample, the ragtimey vibe.
Absolutely. This is Milk Tape. Yeah, it is.
Maybe you want to rap about punching people.
Nice.
That was good. That was good. Made me rub my hands together.
Why?
I don't know. not.
Just like, yeah. Hypothetically. Yeah, the
Yeah, so true. So true.
hypothetically speaking, if that beat was mine.
Accurate. Did you get a chance to hear the sample?
I would love to say yes, but no.
Oh.
Unfortunately, no.
That's okay. It's just piano. Really, that's it. Live crowd. So, yeah, no, these guys are making it work.
We're notorious for doing that, where we
forget to play.
we
the
did that
sample
the whole first season for an entire year. We would always be like, "Oh yeah, we should play the sample
for the guest. Yeah,
for the
'cause
guests."
we don't- They don't
Yeah, I
always get
could
this
also
and-
just look it up, but I've been on vacation in the caravan with the family. It's wow.
How's that going? Are you enjoying that, or
Yeah,
were you enjoying that? I guess because you're back.
I loved it. 4
Yeah.
weeks in a caravan. Best
Where'd you
time
guys
ever.
go? Where did?
In west coast of Sweden.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, super nice. Yeah, but that made me not sure. I had my phone and whatever. I could have listened to the sample. I can't use that as an excuse.
Oh,
I just didn't hear the sample. My bad.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, John described it well. A bunch of keys. This is literally just a piano all the way through.
Bits and pieces in the beats, so
Yeah.
I get it.
It's the classic jazz, simple, a
Contemporary.
couple of runs. Yeah, a couple of bridges.
Temporary.
How do you guys come up with the samples? You just one of you guys picks one, or
You know what?
This season we're all just like taking turns pulling them
Yeah.
from our collections.
And then the community has Noctimus Prime. That's an
Yeah.
open opportunity as long as you just got to work with John to like get the parts together. But you can also submit a sample. But yeah, it was like last season. Dom was pulling them all out of his religious records because it was the Sunday School
Right,
Beats
yeah.
thing. And then this season, it's just open to whatever the guys pull. And
Yeah, no limits, no rules. So, if you'd like to ever partake and submit a sample, accurate,
would
let
be
us know.
cool.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm asking
Yeah,
for.
if you've got a record that you think would be cool, you'd like to hear everyone's take on it, we can do that.
I'll think about that. Could be
that'd be
cool.
very cool. If you do that, that John collects it all together, and then
I get it.
we'll put some. Yeah, you get the idea.
I'll talk to John.
You know, yeah.
Here you go.
Accurate, or no, this is not accurate. This is
Ant architecture.
Ant Architecture.
And this is a Koala exclusive. I don't know if it's Koala. No.
Ant's been busy lately. Working with a lot of rappers. I see a whole group of these guys going over.
That's cool.
Nice. Very cool.
Cool.
Always love to hear from
Nice
Ant.
work, Ant.
This is Dana Bros.
Dana. Jeremy.
Is it in the other room? Is it gonna come over here?
It probably, yeah, the beat's in the other room. He's gonna open the door and let it in.
Is
that it, or is there some?
Yeah.
Oh,
He may have had an issue when he was bouncing it down or something. You know what I mean?
yeah, because I can't really hear the
I
track.
can't hear
Yeah.
nothing on that.
I'm sure it's great, Dana.
He's like, oh, you know what happened was. You know
okay,
what?
so I don't need to second guess my headphones here.
this
Yeah,
is
me
not a-
too. I'm
not
thinking, I'm
picking up.
like, Jeremy, I'm sure it was great. We'll work on we got to get that straightened up with you next time, man.
Yeah. All good. Gabino Beats. A little 50 cents sprinkled in there. Nice.
That shit was cool, man.
Yeah.
A little slow and low. This is Skolzy.
A lot of texture in this one.
I like that he took a chance with the bass there. Yeah, just kind of got
Yeah.
weird with it.
Yeah, I like that. That was very, very courageous.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It came in kind of unexpectedly too.
Yeah. Prot. He goes Prot Beats. We've seen this video too before. Somebody's used this. Might have been Prot.
That mustache. He got one arm too.
This dude just won't die. Nice. I like
Yeah, the strings
Mhm.
made it for me.
Yeah. It was cool.
Definitely evolved as the track went on. That second half was really cool. Good job, Prod.
Yeah, I dig the hi-hat work that he did in there. Here's your boy. There she blows.
Nice change ups on that, Al.
Thanks,
That
man.
was nice, dude. That was
That's
nice.
crazy.
It's just weird, right?
Alan
your
has,
sound, man.
Alan has a ghost producer.
Your track, that was like, it was a large sound. You got like a good, I don't know if it was like a compression, but very big.
Yeah, I went big with it. I just got weird with it. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go weird.
Yeah.
You know, it just
It was cool though.
big change ups and dropouts and stuff. And,
It was a
You did a
change.
great job.
oh, thank you.
Great job. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, really good job.
Appreciate that.
Pat on the back for you, guy. You did good.
Here goes Tigre.
Nah, you got some dope drums in there, Al.
Thank you.
You've grown with your drums.
I'm trying. Ever since that first season, I felt the
Yeah.
pain.
This was almost my selection. You almost picked Tigre every time.
My pleasure of living demands that I have a good-looking woman, that I'm with a good-looking woman.
Oh, D! Look at you and your free ass. Give me a motherfucking hug.
I know you were gonna laugh.
That's how that shit works. You get your ass in trouble, I get your ass out.
I don't know what to say, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's my motherfucking job. That's my motherfucking job. Who's that for your ass, huh?
Nice.
That's my motherfucking job.
That was dope, man.
Yeah.
That was real dope.
Nice resolution.
I like the tone on that.
I like how much fun he's having too when he's doing that.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
getting in there
yeah.
having a good time.
Too cool.
Nice.
He's playing that bass.
Yeah.
Nice work, Tigre.
Yeah, man. Like that shit.
He said he felt like he was taking a risk with that bass, but I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Hey, there is no reward and no risk.
Be brave. Be bold.
Fearless.
Rick Shotgun. I'll pull in Rick Shotgun for this.
Oh, Ricochet.
Nice.
That was smooth.
Rick Shotgun.
You
I'm glad you
over the
embraced
hood of
that.
a Granada.
That was good stuff, man. It was really just like hard hitting. You know, that would be something that would be cool to hear somebody rap on for sure. I dug that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I was trying to go for like a old school posse cut type
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
you know?
I got some LP vibes or like old Company Flow.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff
Oh,
like
that's a
that.
cool reference. Yeah, for sure. Good stuff.
Really good.
John Sandoval. Damn, John.
That was very, very. That's very current sounding. You know what I mean? Like the
Was that
trend of like
John?
all the dope stuff.
Yeah, that was
everybody's
John.
doing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's very much Rock Marciano. We talked about that last week, though, right? Or week before last.
Yeah, I'm a Rock Marciano fan. Thank
You got to reach out to him. Just be like, dude, let's do something.
I got beats for you, dude.
He makes his own beats now.
Oh.
Yeah, but
He's been
that
doing that too. So
But you could sell it. Just be like, listen,
doesn't stop you.
be like, I know you make your own beats.
No, you're
but if
right.
I make your beats, then you got more time to do other stuff. Like, and just start naming
money.
fun activities.
Get money and fuck bitches. You know, you ain't got to.
Yeah. You could play basketball and
I love the time shifting on the piano there. Became a little bit slow all the time.
yeah.
thanks. Turned off the quantize and just kind of made that live performance work. Thanks, Bree.
When you do that, it builds tension. When you let it slide a little bit, you're like, shit, is this going to be on beat? And then when it does land, it, like that right in that pocket,
Yeah.
it's the best. Good stuff.
And it's also a thin line because if you overdo it, it
Yep.
becomes like, yeah, see what you did there too
Right.
much.
Yeah, I see what you're trying to do, but then you
So,
yeah.
like high five, like yeah, good
yeah,
job.
it goes wrong. Good stuff.
I would like to introduce
This is let me find out who this is.
Kick. I was improvising.
Oh, that's tight.
The video matches pretty well.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic. Separate the bullshit from authentic.
88 sampling. There we go.
Oh, he made that video work. That was cool.
I want to be able to make drums just like that.
Mm.
Yeah, those are
88.
nice.
Clip that out. 88. You heard it. You heard it here. That's cool. All right. This is Studio Canon, I believe.
I read it, how you read it.
I almost said Kanai. I think we have two more. Nice. I
Yeah,
dig the
and
little...
kanin means rabbit in Swedish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just thought about rabbits,
Studio Rabbit. Yeah.
and it made sense.
I was going to say Kanai
hopping
because
along.
the old school hip hop brand Kanai. Did they have Carl Kanai out there? I used to wear the
Yeah,
shit out of it.
they're still somewhere in the world because they're owned by like one of those big conglomerates,
Oh.
and they sell it in like other smaller markets.
Somebody's just now getting their metal plate on their boot. You know what I mean? That shit was so cool, though. Here goes Press Rewind.
Bronx Zone.
Damn. I like that.
That shit is so dark.
Yeah, that's good.
And I like the mix too, because it's not overbearing, not distorted. It's just back there in its own little zone. I love it. I love this mix. Nice and quiet.
Inconspicuous.
Yeah, a lot of air. Sometimes it works, and he made it really work with this one.
I like that rah 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 thing he's got in there.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Nice. Really good stuff.
Yeah.
That
And
was the
we're down to our last beat.
yeah.
So here we go. Let's get to our last one here. This is Pablo Station.
This was a dope one as well. Yeah, this was real dope.
Damn.
I like how it has like that dueling synth piano line, going back and
Yeah.
forth between those two.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. That dude, he's
Yeah.
consistent. He's
Super.
always making good stuff.
Yeah, he is. He's really good. He's really super talented.
Were you going to say accurate?
No, I just wanted to acknowledge the combination between like the more modern sounds and the soulfulness of the different chops. Totally, yeah, I love that one. Felt well produced.
Yeah, super cool.
Super cool.
Well, that is episode 8 of the Beatcast in the books. What do you guys think overall?
Awesome.
It's good. Good shit.
Great show.
Good times?
Always good.
Super
Awesome
good.
having Accurate on.
Yeah.
Thanks for being and thanks for joining us, man.
Didn't play my
No,
beat, but
thank
that's
you
okay.
for having
I'm
me.
all right.
You got a sub. You got a sub.
I did.
Did
Next
you?
time you
You
come,
probably
next
are.
time you come in, we'll play you the sample. We promise.
Yeah.
Somebody will get a sample. Anybody.
Or I can just investigate it myself. But yeah, I
Nah,
love
man,
being
but
on here. Super nice to just have a chat with you guys and be here. I appreciate it.
And we appreciate it, man. You bring a good vibe and energy to the whole process of making music and the journey inside of that. So appreciate you for inviting us into your life, as well as, you know, creating sounds and opportunities for good conversations.
Thank you.
Where can we find your stuff? Like, if everyone wants to find your work, where should they go?
Oh, you gave me the head
The
spot.
one. Yeah.
That felt awkward.
Yeah. That's what we create here. The Beatcast, creating awkward moments.
Yeah, you did a great job at that. But yeah, YouTube is my place to be. YouTube.com/accuratebeats. Check it
Awesome.
out.
That'll work.
That's it.
I just leave it on the one the whole time. Just talk behind you.
That felt overwhelming.
It's all. Well, we appreciate everybody hanging out with us, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for your subscriptions, your follows. Thank you for participating in all the beats. We love it, you know, like we can't do it without you. And also, congratulations to Ellen and to, let me pull in John. John, who was the other guy again?
Jake Akery.
Jake Akery. Congratulations to you guys. Messy goodness. Okay, that
Messy.
Messy, there we go.
All right.
Okay.
You got to love that thing. It does what it wants to do. So shout out to everybody. If you didn't win, it's okay, because you could still use this code Beatcast25 at checkout store wide on Mixwell.com, and you get 25% off of anything that you do there. Thanks to Mixwell for sponsoring us. Thanks to Grand Avenue Records, Beat Mecca, and 7STM, and all you cats, man. I appreciate you guys popping in here. So we're gonna go ahead and raid out.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget the sample drops today,
Right.
sometime.
Show sometime this evening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
be on the lookout for that. It's a great one.
Yeah, sometime before midnight, the new sample will be
Cool.
up there on our YouTube or on our Instagram for you guys to catch.
Here's
So
a
I
hint.
appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Yes.
Take it easy,
Peace.
everyone.